Hello Wanderers and welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Clan Stjarna. And as you can see here, Jarl Kolbane is standing in the halls of power. Indeed, in the last episode, we managed to bring ourselves up from the marshes of Moesia to the capital itself, to Constantinople, where we now stand at the Emperor's side as his right-hand man for all intents and purposes. Indeed, we did that through befriending him. Despite our father being a traitor to the Emperor, we won him over by turning our father in and then proving our loyalty time after time. And now that has even allowed us to arrange a marriage, or a betrothal at least, between our eldest son Theodoros and his daughter Princess Martha. So that is a huge increase in prestige for our family now. Our late father indeed died of the drink after we faced him across the fields of battle here in the lands of Tablabutsi, but that is no real loss. He was not a good man. We're not a good man, but we are a rising power, that is for certain. So what are we going to do now in the meantime? Well, we're making a lot of money, and in this episode we will be spending that. I know everybody wants me to be developing our lands, and we shall certainly be doing so now that we have upgraded our army to a point where we can quite well defend ourselves from anything that comes. We have some pretty powerful retinues, and our levies are obviously quite powerful as well. If we do a siege, we will need to, if we get into any war, we'll need to increase our siege weapons, but other than that, we should be fine to defend ourselves in the meantime. So we are going to set time running, and we are going to look at what we can do here. Well, we can ask our head of faith for gold, and we shall do so, because we're going to need a little bit more money. I have considered your plight and decided to grant you your request. May these funds help you spread the true faith in your lands. Thank you, Ecumenical Patriarch Manuel. We definitely need that, because we are going to build you a church. Look at this. We're going to build you a church, maybe up here in the barony of Sulina. There you go. Let us start the construction of this church. And we will also look towards upgrading some of our buildings. Indeed, let us upgrade the trade port of Constanza. That should be pretty good. Petition liege. This should be a good chance. What can we do here? We could urbanize the county. What would that do? Fund a city holding in my counties. Okay. Underwrite temple. You could fund a temple holding or resettle subjects. Ooh, resettle subjects. That would probably give us more development in our, or fortify borders. I think that we're going to want to urbanize. That's probably going to be pretty helpful. I'm escorted into the throne room where he beckons for me to approach and address him. I lay out my arguments for the development of the settlement of Elena in the county of Tarnovgrad, and just listing the benefits just as rehearsed. After listening to the speech, he smiles warmly at me and states, "Absolutely, vassal. I shall dispatch my agents immediately to take care of this matter." So, the Emperor will lose 400 coins. He gains grandeur, he gains opinion of us. City holding will be built, and we gain some renown. So here we go. As you can see, now we are funding this city holding. So that's pretty fine news indeed. And we shall continue to build up our money and build up our counties here. Looks like there's a little bit of fighting going on. Oh, Princess Zakios was deposed. And now his young children are being pitted against each other, it seems. Interesting. At the end of Spymaster Sieu's latest report, she pauses for a moment. There's something you should know about your marshal. Phocas and Evdokia are engaged in illicit affair. If I did not know it to be true. Oh, well. Can we bribe you? Or can you bribe us? I should say, not to say anything about that. Marshal? Expose a secret? Can we blackmail you to get some money? We get a weak hook on him. See, so we could blackmail him. Grows closer to forming a rivalry with us. I mean, we have other options for our marshal. So let's do a little blackmail. Yeah, indeed. Now that we have a hook, we should be able to demand payment for the hook. $10. There you go. Could be worse. You can continue to be the marshal, but don't challenge her. You know what? Maybe, you know what? Here, you can even marry her. There you go. Be happy. There we go. See? I'm not that bad of a guy, am I? So what's the fight here? Indeed, looks like they are being pitted against each other. War against the tyranny. Very interesting. Stewardship lifestyle perk, golden plum. Monthly income per stress level. War profiteer. Eirikr. Vassal tax contribution. We don't have a ton of vassals, but we have a few cities and stuff like that, so... Yeah, okay, let's go there. Detailed ledgers. Yeah, that's gonna be useful. Look at that. Increasing that amount of money. Oh no, our Nitske Yako was captured. Huh. Oh, that's a daughter of our sister, who is also our friend. I guess there's some fighting going on there. Terribly unfortunate. Terribly unfortunate indeed. There's nothing we can do of that matter, though. And let's see what else we can do. Indulge in drink. I mean, our stress is going up. I don't want to take another stress hit. Let's indulge in some drink. Another cup and my shoulders relax a bit more. This is how I meant to spend my time. To be sober is to suffer. I feel better already. Indeed. We could call for a hunt, but once again, I'd like to save up our money. Still developing this, so we won't be able to do anything here. I'll probably go for the tax office here. It's not the best duchy building, but it probably makes sense. Well, leisure palaces could be nice. Anything else that would be really... We're not looking for things to assist our military, really, so... Probably just a tax office. Like, let's take a look at this. Yeah, just holding taxes increased. Probably what the best we can hope for, really. And we'll just develop this holding as much as we possibly can. Oh, our dynasty has unlocked octogenarians, so we're gonna live a little bit longer. Because we've got good blood in these Stjarna veins. Very well, so... Let's speed up time so we can make even more money. Oh, I suppose we can start building some stuff up here. Build a trade port. Why not? There we go. Just gonna keep building up probably these two provinces. It's probably gonna be our best for trade, and then we'll slowly kind of like work our way out here. But we're gonna spend the majority of our money in Constanza. And then just expand outwards from there once this is basically as developed as we can possibly get it, really. So, look at this. Making so much money. I love it. And by the time our temple holding is done, we should be able to probably build, I'm guessing, what are we going to want? A city? Or a castle, probably another city, just kind of continue to make that money. A castle wouldn't be too terrible, but I don't know. We'll make that decision when we get there. Oh, we get a weak hook on our son. Holstein. Can we demand money from you? I mean, he has money. But we won't demand all of our sons' saved up money. I think that's a little bit beneath us. So, making excellent money now. By the blood, those accursed children, my son Halstein and his compatriot Romilia were caught red-handed, having snuck into the armory. Don't they know weapons are dangerous? Halstein was apprehended by a servant after he had knocked over a suit of armor while looking for a bandage for Romilia, who had hurt herself. It seems that he is fond of rash and uninformed plans. He gets the trait impatient, or Romilia is expendable. I mean, yeah, I suppose we would go more for that. Like, say, don't care. Like, what care have you for a servant? Really, it matters not. Oh, Nice was captured once again by Grandprince Arpad of Hungary. What's going on here, Hungary? Oh, they're in a war. Serbia is attacking Hungary. Very small Hungary right now, and a very disconnected Serbia, interestingly enough. We do have a claim on some Serbian land. The only problem is that one of our most powerful allies is a Serbian lord, and attacking his liege probably wouldn't endear us to him. Now, we could potentially build up these cattle lands. Building construction costs, yeah. How much longer for this? 3 months? No, we'll save up our money, we'll construct the new holding, then we'll go for the next one. We should have just enough money here. We'll probably build a city, because that's gonna give us more money, and we won't have to spend our own money developing it. We'll be able to have the mayor of the town do that himself. I see a few vagrants huddled by a small fire on the side of the road. They look destitute and in pitiful state of existence with their filthy rags and weary faces. There will always be beggars in any society. Worthless, dirty, lazy scum. Guards take them away. Or we could give them gold. No. There will always be beggars in any society. That is really just how it is. We get ourselves another perk. We are going to take the detailed ledgers. Boom, get that vassal, that Republican vassal opinion, and a little bit more money from them as well. Ooh, and we now have a holy order established by the emperor. That could prove very useful. My niece Elena has been showing signs of pregnancy for some time now, and everybody thought that her husband, Dame Jean, was the father. Now it has become clear that the real father is none other than High Chieftain Latku. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a scandal. What a scandal indeed. Now everybody knows. A lot of stuff going on with our various dynasties. And there we go. So Elena got their village center, and the shrine was constructed in Sulina. Alright, let's construct that city. So we'll build a city here in Pulcha. And there we go. Now we'll save up a little bit more money, and we will use that to continue to develop Constanza itself. I'm strolling one day when I stumble on two young servants, one handsome young man, the other a pretty young girl, in the middle of doing something. Out of curiosity, I decided to keep my distance and hide so that I can observe them. I see the youth giving the maid a rose, telling her they shall be able to marry one day. That boy must have wasted an inordinate amount of money on that one rose, but everyone knows their affection for each other is genuine. Young love, there's something charming about it. Ha, women, she'll abandon him for a richer man later. Ha, man, he'll find a prostitute once he's bored with her. How adorable, I'll pay for their wedding. No. Should probably, I think we have a fairly cynical view, so, I don't think that's going to last. Bad officers. I have been receiving an increasing amount of reports about the brutality of my military officers who lead troops stationed in Atos. While they generally do not terrorize the populace, they do not treat the troops serving under them very well. I have heard that it's gotten bad enough some of the grunts claim they would rather serve under Satan than their commanders, as he would surely be more merciful. As a result, desertions are widespread and the morale of the remaining soldiers are low. I could bring in new commanders, however it might be politically awkward, given some of the current ones have connections elsewhere and are of some social standing and influence. Oh, we could get bad officers for 9 years. So, garrison size, yeah. This is not an issue I have time to worry about, really. Not of major concern to that. We simply won't. We don't need to, really. We're making plenty of money right now, as you can doubtlessly see. Let's see if we can find some more secrets here in the court of the Emperor, so we can get a few more bribes. That would be nice. Can we build anything here? No, we need a little bit more money. Holstein. Holstein is just traveling everywhere, and you know what? I'm fine with that. Let's upgrade those peat quarries. Bloodstained cloth, crow's feathers, strange-smelling concoctions. There's evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from Solistra that Tadane has been practicing witchcraft in her hut on the outskirts. Which you say I could use a new advisor. Do we have ourselves a court physician? We do, but she's not very good at it. You would probably be much better. Just, diligent, cynical. She's extremely well learned. You know what? I'm not afraid of upsetting some peasants, and, you know, witchcraft is something that is not unfamiliar in the court of, you know, the Stjarnas. And there we go, look at that. Our son and Princess Martha are now married. Very, very good. And the Emperor is getting pretty old. He's a drunkard too. We're probably bonding over drinking. Oh, and he's infirm. He's gonna go soon. That'll put Prince Theodoros in charge, but his daughter's gonna get some claims. Things could get really interesting really quickly here in the Empire, as you can probably imagine. We'll need to save up money, and we will need to just continue to build up our base of power here. Could we put Princess Martha on the throne? That would be ideal. That would be ideal indeed. And then the Stjarna dynasty would be inheriting, and that would be quite something to see. I've caught these two hiding behind the pantry. Narrate Cook Shadzami, Holstein, and Anastasia into. They stole a whole keg of wine. Who is this? Okay. From a noble family, at least. Holstein there. He's just a troublemaker. It seems as if my ward protected his partner in crime. He's just a friendly kind of guy, really, isn't he? It is very good of you to abstain from the drink. You know what? I think that we are being a drunkard ourselves. I think we kind of may see this as like, you know, like don't be like us kind of situation. Like, I don't think that we would look really too kindly upon our son, like taking to the drink. Like, you know, what's good for us is not necessarily good for our children. He is still just a boy after all. So that, oh, and Prince Styrkar has created another cadet branch. This is of the Vestvina line. Huh, he is the son of King Sumarlithi. Interesting indeed. So another cadet branch, all right. Ah, my spy master has found secrets held by Duke Ulfo of Slavonia. Unbelievable. Can we blackmail you? Disputed heritage, indeed. He will accept. So we can do that. And then we can demand payment for that hook. Call to war. Who is it? Simeon of the Asparu Kid and the Chief of Transylvania. Alright, well, we can accept that, but I want my money. Give me my money. Pay me that money, and I will not share your filthy secrets. Alright, so this is constructing. We'll build the tax offices next, I believe. We should have enough money for it. Oh, there we go. Let's raise our armies. We will come to the aid of our ally. He probably won't. Honestly, it doesn't even seem like he's gonna need it. Look how many troops he has. 5,000? This guy is so powerful. He's ridiculously powerful for a non-independent dude. We're probably not even gonna need to assist him that much. Who's he going up against? Transylvania. Transylvania is relatively powerful as well, actually. Her daughter is no longer a child. She is now an adequate bargainer and will get married. Very well. Let us join our allies and face them in this war. Is he attacking? He must be attacking here. Jarl Kolbane might cries my courtier Maya. Behind her, the woman tugs at my son Halstein. Halstein! Well, you're just every time it's freaking Halstein here, just getting in some kind of trouble. Scowling at it. He was defacing the runestone. Again, leave the boy with me. I'll have a talk with him. Yeah. Cost of repairs. It's fine. I can pay for it. He's just a child, Maya. Calm down. No, I think we'll... You know what? The cost of the repairs. Oh my gosh, it costs so much. You know what, Halstein? You're gonna work that money off. You're gonna spend the rest of your youth working all that money off, because that is we are not just gonna let you get away with that. Our son Halstein is quite the troublemaker. The Mutanian War for the county of Brela. All right. So we are going on the offensive here. Maybe we should siege down Brela itself for our allies. So let us, we do need those. We probably should get a few more. We can increase the size, 51. I think we can afford that. Of course they will be there. Halstein's just going everywhere. We're just sending him off. We're barely raising Halstein, honestly. So these won't get there in time. Obviously, they're still gonna have to build up, but ooh, I'm not liking the looks of these guys coming in here like this, though. Despite our best efforts, there are no secrets. Hey, we got all this. Yeah, I don't like the looks of this. I would like to join up with my allies here. Can we take their capital? Can we take the Transylvanian capital? Possibly. I'd rather siege down than get into any fights. Do we have anybody who's siege? No. Alright. The hardest part of ruling, by their very nature, Ting meets can often be extremely boring. If tempers don't flare and no one gets dramatic, then it's just a long list of low-ranking freemen discussing petty affairs and standing out in the rain. Yet, as Jarl, I am required to be there. Growing older every second. Yeah, look, our hair's starting to turn. Watching the men in Mesembria talk each other to death, wishing for a war to save me from this hell. Well, I mean, we do have a war, honestly, but we're not fighting it ourselves. We could lose some stress by taking a nap. We could be doing better things with our time, daydreaming about gold, increased stewardship. You know, I think we are going to be just daydreaming about making even more money. And indeed, to that extent, let's get monthly income per stress level. It's not really going to help us because we're not at a higher stress level, but it could help us in the future. Got lots of money saved up. Why don't we potentially get started over here on our tax office? Construct our tax offices. Perfect. There. Look at that, you guys. Fully developing our county here. I think everybody should be pleased with this. Petition liege. Oh, let's petition our liege indeed. What can we get from him? Underwrite a temple or resettle capital development. Honestly, I'd love to get some more development in our capital. I'm escorted into Basileus Eustachios' throne room where he beckons for me to approach. I carefully explain the disparate situations of the county of Constanza and Byzantium and what would be required to redress the balance. After listening to my speech, he sits in silence for several moments as he mulls it over. Eventually, he addresses me. You make some good arguments, but if I'm to agree to your request, I need something in return. Surely you could see it would benefit us both if we come to an arrangement. Probably, Your Emperor, probably a fair offer. What could we do? Are you kidding? I'm pushing my limits. What will we need to give him? He gets a weak hook on us? Yeah, I mean, we could probably give the Emperor a weak hook. He's not going to live that much longer. Who knows if he'll even do it. What is this? My serene liege, my regrets. I know that you are Genyo's real killer. Frickin' Countess Katyako. Oof. She gets a strong blackmail hook on us. What could we do about that? Murder her? We'll accept, but we are going to attempt to murder you. Yeah, let's put our spy master on assisting with that. There we go, 83% chance. Yeah, Countess Katyako, I'm not pleased with your actions here. Not pleased at all. I have seized the Russian crown. Interesting. I mean, not the kingdom. There is no kingdom of Russia, but we seized a Russian crown. Well, heck, why don't we put that Russian crown onto our own head here? What does it even do? Prestige increase? Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. We'll wear the enemy's crown. It's been brought back to us. Perfect. Ha. Transylvanian. Sorry. Let's go siege down this tribe. Our supplies are still okay, so not too concerned about that. And we're close to our allies here, so the war score is a little bit lower because we haven't taken... Oh, but look at them. They are dying. So are my allies. Actually, they're losing their troops. We're the new head of the Stjarna dynasty. Look at that. Our power has increased and our prestige has increased to such a point that we are the new head. I'm surprised it's not King Otter of the Stjarna Totema dynasty. I mean, he's obviously... Bjarmaland is still extremely powerful. He is facing a revolt, but nothing of too concern. Jarl of Catane... Oh, look at that. The Jarl of Catanes has conquered Iceland. Oh, he boosted up his power for Genyo. Boosted up his power quite a bit here, actually. And look at that. He's got a lot of alliances. He's probably getting reasonably powerful there too. And then obviously Navarra is still going strong, really. Now King Sumarlithi II is now in charge here. Interesting. So, but we are currently the dynasty head. We'll see if that lasts. I'm not entirely sure if it will, but are we going in to fight him? No, it looks like they're probably going in to resupply. Our niece was released. Well, let's see. Oh, and we can ask our head of faith for more money. Yes. Give us all the money. And we can ransom the High Chiefess. Yes, even more money. Give me all the money. I'm loving this. Look how much money. We're just rolling into it. And we've seized a fine sword. You are always there for me, Hallstein. He's sick. Oh no. I'm not... Honestly, I don't know if we like Hallstein that much, our son. When I need it, I expect you to be there for me too. Yeah. We get a hook on him. Look at that. We have a fine sword now as well. Can we... What do we have? What weapon do we have? We have a fine mace? We could have... What is this fine sword? I'd rather have a sword than a mace. Sword is a more regal weapon indeed. So we've sieged this down. What do you think? Can we get in with the... Can we bring them in for a fight? They are going for your capital here. Our spy master has had a priest brought forth. for the revelation and judgment of a grand conspiracy. However, the priest refused to confess. Stop embarrassing me, CAU. Indeed, stop embarrassing us. Can we convince... Maybe we can try to siege this down. No, they're probably going to come for me if I do. And we definitely can't fight all of those troops. Holstein has come to age. He is a flamboyant trickster. Well, so be it. And you can get your marriage to Adrian Melicenos. Trying to see down here. Okay, maybe we can get Brayla while they siege down. Are they gonna? Yeah, they're gonna come for us. Ooh, she wants to switch her. She's blackmailing us to switch. Okay, she wants a low levy contribution. Fine. She's gonna use that strong hook, but we're still gonna murder you. Probably right now. The time has come. My agents are in place. One of them will pay the assassin the very night the deed will happen. Another will ensure the wall is unguarded. A third will leave a subtle trail of candles to Countess Katyako's bedchamber. 93% chance. I'm willing to take those. Murder Preventer, the timely artifact, has survived the assassination attempt of apparently using her elegant candlestick to brutally murder the assassin we sent. What? Countess Kayako. Lovers? Jeez. This woman's insane. We'll need a new plan. That is wild. She just murdered the assassin we sent after her with a candlestick? Impressive. Honestly, impressive. We're gonna need a new plan to deal with her, but we will enact that plan in the next episode. Until then, thank you for watching.